Good morning students, welcome to my class. So in 4B science we were doing lesson 2, the teeth, isn't it? We were doing this lesson. Okay, so we already discussed about the teeth. Okay, then what are the two types of teeth, temporary teeth and permanent teeth. We discussed about all these things. Okay, in our last class on Saturday we discussed about kinds of teeth and their function also we discussed, isn't it? Okay. Still we are going to discuss this topic again, that kinds of teeth and their function. Now you see here, the set of teeth we have are divided into 4 kinds based on their shapes and functions. So we have 4 kinds of teeth, okay, in our mouth, okay. So what are the 4 kinds of teeth? So see, they are actually based on their shapes and functions. They are divided into 4 kinds. The teeth are divided into 4 kinds in our mouth based on their shapes and functions. So you see, number 1 is incisors. Okay, number 1 is incisors. Okay, first you see what are the kinds. Number 1 is incisors. Number 2 is canines. Okay, number 2 is canines. Number 3 is premolars. Okay, number 3 is premolars and number 4 is molars. Okay, so according to their shapes and functions, teeth are divided into 4 kinds. What are they? Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Alright, now one by one we are going to discuss. Okay, now you see here, first one is incisors. Incisors are the flat teeth with sharp edges. They are flat. The front portion of the teeth, you please open your mouth and you see the front teeth. They are incisors. Okay, they are flat teeth with sharp edges. The edges are very sharp. Okay, we have 8 incisors, 4 in each jaw. 4 teeth are down and 4 teeth are up. The lower jaw we have 4 and the upper jaw we have 4. Okay, they are incisors. They are used for biting and cutting food. You know what is biting and cutting the food? Into small chewable pieces. So that you bite and you cut the food into small chewable pieces. This is the function of the incisors. Alright. Next one is canines. So what is the function of canines? Canines are the sharp and pointed teeth. After incisors you see canine is there. They are sharp and pointed. Okay, we have 4 canines teeth in our mouth, 2 in each jaw. Down portion you have 2. Okay, and upper portion, upper jaw you have 2. So total we have 4. Alright, these are present right next to the incisors. Just now I told you, after the incisors they are present. Okay, you please refer to the picture given on page 13. Kinds of teeth and their location. Then you can see front portions teeth, that are incisors. After that you see canines are there. So there are total number of canines, there are 4. Okay, these are present right next to the incisors in both the jaws. They are used for tearing and ripping the food. For tearing the food, ripping also means tearing the food. You have to tear the food, then you have to chew the food, isn't it? So that is used for, canines are used for tearing and ripping the food. Okay, you know what is the meaning of tearing? You have to tear. When you are eating something, you have to tear that food first. Then you have to chew it into smaller pieces. Alright? Okay. So we discussed about incisors and canines. Okay. After this, premolars. Okay. Premolars you see in the picture. What are premolars? You see premolars. They are the flat and broad teeth located next to the canines. After the canines we have premolars. You can see in the picture we have 8 premolars in our mouth. Okay, 4 in each jaw. Alright, you see we have 8 premolars, 4 down, 4 up. Okay, 4 in each jaw, that is 2 next to each canine. After canine we have 2 premolars. Okay, they are bigger, stronger and have ridges which trap and crush the food. See, they are bigger, the size is bigger, they are more stronger and have ridges which trap and crush the food. They have ridges which actually catch the food, which trap the food, okay, and crush food. Until and unless you catch the food, you cannot crush it. So first you have to catch the food, you have to trap the food, then you have to crush the food. That is the work of the premolars. Okay. They also help in moving food to the molars for chewing. So what they do, what is the function of premolars? They help in moving the food, okay, to the molars for chewing. From premolars, the food moves into the molars for chewing. Okay, and at last we have molars. You see here, molars are large flat teeth present next to the premolars. After the molars, we have premolars. At the last, we have premolars. Okay, as compared to the premolars, molars are bigger, wider, and have ridges. See, if you compare it with premolars, molars are bigger than premolars. Okay, wider. You understand what is the meaning of wider? Okay, the width is more and have ridges, sharp ridges they have, sharp edges they have. Okay, we have 6 molars in each jaw. Down you have 6 molars and the upper jaw you have 6 molars. So you have 12 molars. Okay. 3 next to each pair of premolars. They are used for chewing and grinding the food. What is the meaning of chewing the food? You understand? When you put the food into your mouth, you have to make it into small pieces. Then you have to chew it properly. Okay. Grinding means to make it into a paste. Until and unless you make the food, you chew it properly and you make it into a paste, you cannot swallow the food properly, isn't it? So that is the meaning of grinding. You have to make it into a paste, okay, with the help of your teeth. Okay, so what is the function of molars? They are used for chewing and grinding the food. Alright, okay. Now you see, adults have all the 4 kinds of teeth. How many kinds of teeth adults have? They have all the 4 kinds. When a person is of 24 or 25 years of age, okay, he has all the 4 kinds of teeth. What are they? They are incisors, canines, premolars and molars. But as a child you don't have, isn't it? But as a child, you are a small child and you don't have all the 4 kinds of teeth, all the 4 sets of teeth. You have only 3 sets of teeth in your mouth. Okay. But children have only 3 kinds of teeth. These include 8 incisors, 4 in each jaw, 4 canines. How many incisors do you have? You see, 8 incisors you have. Okay, canines, how many you have? 4 canines you have. Okay, these children have this. Okay, and 8 molars, 4 in each jaw, and you have 8 molars. Alright, now if you count it, how many it will be? You see, it will be 20. So, okay, they do not have premolars, hence they have a they have a set of 20 primary teeth. Children, they have a set of 20 primary teeth. Okay, but whereas adult, they have a set of 32 permanent teeth. All right, an adult has a set of 32 permanent teeth. All right, okay. Now you see here. Okay, so we were talking about the children, how many teeth they have. Children have a set of 20 teeth we were talking about. Okay, whereas an adult, they have a set of 32 permanent teeth. Okay, now you see here, and molars, there are how many molars? Molars are 12. Okay, an adult has 12 molars. So if you count altogether this 20 set of primary teeth, 20 set of primary teeth are there. Children they have, okay, primary teeth, 20 set of primary teeth children have, whereas an adult has a set of 32 permanent teeth. Okay, all right. Okay, once again I am saying, okay, that adults have all the 4 kinds of teeth, that is incisors, canines, premolars and molars, but children have only 3 kinds of teeth. Okay, Now you see here, now we are going to discuss about a tooth and its parts. A tooth, just take a tooth and its parts. What are the parts of the tooth? That is very important. Here the picture is given here, parts of a tooth. You have to draw this in your science copies. Okay. All types of teeth have a basic structure. All the teeth, okay, in your mouth, they have a basic structure. Generally, a tooth has two parts, that is a crown and a root. Okay, so what is the crown and the root? A tooth has two parts, that is the crown and the root. The crown, the portion that you can see, the portion that is we can see in our mouth, okay, that is the crown, okay, and the portion that is invisible, we cannot see, that is inside our mouth, that is the root, okay. So the crown is the visible part of a tooth. The root is the part of the tooth present inside the gums that you cannot see. But once see when you sometimes we go to a dentist to take out our tooth. We go, no, we have pain, we have some problem, we have to take out the tooth. That time you can see the inside portion also, because they pull it out of the gums. That time we can see the outside portion as well as the inside portion. Okay. The crown is the visible part of a tooth. The root is the part of the tooth present inside the gums. Gums are the soft tissue that surround the tooth and hold them firmly in their place. What are gums? You can see the pink portion. Okay, your teeth, actually where your teeth are located, they are the gums. So what color are they? The teeth, the color of the teeth, the color of the gums, the color of the gums are pink. Okay, pinkish. They are pinkish in color. Okay, they are soft tissues that surround the teeth and hold them firmly in their place. You can say to some extent they protect the teeth also, isn't it? Because they are holding the teeth firmly in its place. They are the soft tissues. Okay. A tooth is made up of three main layers. They are enamel, dentine and pulp. Okay. A tooth is made up of three main layers. What are the three main layers? They are enamel. First one is the enamel. We are going to discuss. Then is the dentine. Then is the pulp. Okay. You see here, a tooth is made up of three main layers. What are they? They are enamel, dentine and pulp. Okay. Now you see, enamel is the outermost layer. This is the outermost enamel. Okay, that is the outermost layer that covers the crown part of the tooth. That is the crown, the visible part of your tooth. Okay, it is generally white and shiny. You can easily see your mouth. You open your mouth and see your teeth. What is the enamel? You can clearly understand. Okay, it is generally white and shiny. Your shiny teeth, what you can see. The outer covering, that is the enamel. Okay, it is harder than bone and protects the tooth from decay. It is very hard. It is harder than bone also. Okay, and it protects the tooth from decay, so that your tooth is not decayed. It protects your tooth. It is made up of minerals like calcium and phosphorus. It is made up of what type of minerals? Calcium and phosphorus. Okay. Next one is the dentine. It is the hard yellow substance that lies under the enamel. You see, under the enamel, you can see the picture. Under the enamel, you have dentine. Okay, that is hard yellow substance. Okay, that lies under the enamel. It is sensitive part of the tooth. It is very sensitive. Okay. Pulp is the central soft part of the tooth. Where is the pulp you see? Which one is the pulp? Pulp is the central soft part of the tooth. It's very soft part. Okay, it is in the center. It contains blood vessels and nerves that supply nutrients to the tooth and nourishes it. What is it? Contains blood vessels. What does it contain? It contains blood vessels. Okay, and nerves. Nerves are there and supplies nutrients to the tooth. See, whatever you are eating from our body, nutrients are going, okay, through this blood vessels, okay, because this pulp contains the blood vessels, okay, and nerves that supply nutrients to the tooth and nourishes it. How does the tooth also need nourishment? So, how it is getting the nourishment? It is getting through the pulp, because in the pulp, it contains blood vessels, and nerves. Okay students, you please go through the kinds of teeth and their function you go through, and a tooth and its parts. Okay, you go through the 3 layers of the tooth, that is the enamel, dentine and the pulp. Okay, thank you.